you've given us such, interesting roles. I think of Bareli Ki Barfi, I think of Mimi, and then now, in your Kitty, in your upcoming films, you've got an action flick also. You've got a myriad, sort of very different films that you've done, very different roles. How do you really cherry pick these? Do you think that, my next film should be something I've never done before, something that's completely out of the box?
No, I don't think like that. Though I feel, yes, I think subconsciously I do get attracted to things that are new for me. That I haven't done, I haven't explored. If I come across a character that I've done something like this before, it might not excite me as much unless and until the story is stronger than the character at that point, and I feel like I want to be a part of this. Then it's a different thing. But otherwise, sometimes I think what scares you is what excites you, at least in my case. So, sometimes when I hear something and I'm like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like that happened in case of me as well, where I was like, okay, the second half of it is so away from me. I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. And there's a huge transition. But that is what excited me. So I think I get drawn to things that slightly scare me a little bit, challenge me to some extent, and are different from what I've done. Actually, I was thinking the other day that all my next films that are coming, whether it is Hum Do Hamare Do, which is like a warm family film, there is Bachchan Pandey, which is a complete entertainer. I play a director in that, something I haven't done before. The dynamics that are there between my character and Akshay Sir's character is very, very unique and very different and very exciting. There is Bhediya, which is like my first horror comedy, and I love my look in the film especially, and it's going to be surprising for people to watch me like that. There is Adi Purush, which is a complete history mythology zone, a character which is it has so much weight to it. And Ganpad, where I get to do action, and I have this dirt bike, and there's like a completely different fictional zone happening, and I just feel like all these none of them overlap each other in terms of the genre and the content and the kind of film it is. And that can be probably the most exciting phase an actor can be in, where you're doing so many things which are away from each other in terms of, the character, the zone, the genre of the film.
Yeah.
So I'm actually thrilled.
You've been in the industry for 7 years now. Does it make it easier? Or do you think, the same pressure that was on you the first year, the first film that you made your debut with is still there because there's a certain expectation now from fans?
It kind of, you get more confident with time, with experience. I feel I have also, over the years, evolved and constantly grown. And that's been intentional. Like I want to constantly grow and learn from every film and sort of become a better version of myself. So that way, yes, you understand the craft a lot more. Things are easier in terms of your approach. But at the same time, you have to reinvent yourself. You have to do something that you've not done. So it gets tricky as well. And pressure or the nervousness, I think, is the same. I think I get the same butterflies when my film is releasing. I get the same butterflies when I'm starting a new film. There'll be like 4 days, 5 days before the film, I would be like a little anxious, and I would kind of lose my appetite, and things that happen to me when I'm stressed. Until I give that first shot of the character, I would be like, I don't know how to do this. So that happens, but that is great because I think I like feeling like a bit of a beginner who doesn't know it all and is wanting to explore, is wanting to find her way.